Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome everyone to the pre-trip seminar for the Umrah group departing on December 25th and returning on January 4th. My name is Umema Zahid and I'm honored to be your moderator for today's session. Before we dive in, I would like to inform you that today's seminar is being recorded. If you miss anything, you can always access the recording at your convenience. The purpose of this seminar is to provide you with all the necessary information to ensure you are fully prepared for a smooth and spiritually enriching journey. We have a well structured agenda for today's session. So, we'll start by introducing our esteemed group leaders who will be guiding you throughout this blessed journey. After that, we will go over the key topics to ensure you are well prepared. So, we'll go through the daily schedule and then the nuzuk. And after that, we'll go to the essential advice for the trip and then the checklist of the things to bring and prepare. And the last, we'll have a Q&A session. Now I'd like to begin by introducing our first group leader, Imam Ghulam Rasul. But unfortunately, he is not with us at the moment. But if he joins the meeting later, he will introduce himself and share some important points with you. So, in the meantime, I'd like to invite Brother Harun to take over and guide us through the details of the daily schedule, nusuk, essential advice, and the checklist of things to prepare. So, Brother Harun, please unmute yourself, unmute your mic, and please go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. First off, welcome everyone to our upcoming trip seminar for traveling out on the 25th and coming back on the 4th of January. The first topic we will be covering is our daily schedule, so you have a good idea what to expect on a daily basis. We will be providing you with this information in forms of notifications, reminders, and all the information covered today. You will be getting it in the group chat as well too, alongside with a recording. So this way, if you need to refer back to any of this information, you have that available to you in a form of recording and notifications and reminders within the group as well too. So our first day for this group actually starts with the traveling on December 25th. This will be the flight is actually leaving at 11 a.m. But we will inshallah be meeting at the airport at 7 a.m. There will be a quick meet and greet at JFK Airport Terminal 1, Counter B, which is usually the counter used for Saudi Airline. And this is also if things do change, you can always check the screens and come to the Saudi Airline counter. Our Ainul Harmain team will be available over there. First, we would like to make sure that all your luggages are tagged with the Ainul Harmain tag. This way, if anything gets misplaced, let's say, hopefully everything goes smooth, but things do happen. So we do need to prepare. If the airline, let's say, loses your luggage and, our team is going to recover it alongside with the information about your luggage, we also provide them that the luggages also have one of our tags on it. So it's easier to find for them. And then once your luggages and your hand carries are tagged, you can go ahead and proceed to check in. Once you're done checking in, you can come and meet with our team again, collect your Ainul Harmain bags, and then you can go through security. This is holiday travel. Expect heavy traffic coming into the airport. Expect many people checking in. And also expect many, many, many people going through the security line because this is a very heavy travel time during December. So keep all these things in mind as you're proceeding. And another thing about the Ainul Harmain bags, please have them on you during all activities during the trip, including at airports too. So it's easier for us and our team to spot you just in case if someone gets misplaced or if we're trying to get the group together or we're trying to give some instructions and physically trying to find anyone. Sometimes, we need to look around, make sure, sometimes we're not able to find a few people from the group. So we want to make sure we can spot you from far away. So it's important you just don't carry this with you. It's also serves as a utilization during the trip as well too. You can use it when going to Haram to put your shoes, any essential needs that you have. I like to put my water bottle in there or anything else that I need. The bag will also contain a document pouch which you can use for your passports and other things, especially when you're traveling in Ihram. It makes it much easier. Please be by the boarding gate, be by the gate at 10 a.m. And inshallah, the boarding will start around that time. Moving ahead, the flight will depart at 11 a.m. The flight number is SV20 from JFK to Jeddah Airport. Some essential information for the flight. You will catch Zohar, Asr, Maghrib, Isha, and Fajr on the flight. This is just a tip from us. It's up to you what you do, but we advise these things to not just make it convenient for others. We are going with the intention of ibadat and to satisfy Allah with everything that we do. So to have this journey completely successful, we need to also pay attention to the minor things too. The prayer area that they have in Saudi Airline is limited to 6 to 9 people maximum that fit in that area, and there is 250 to 300 people on the flight. So please be considerate to the other people that are waiting. The prayers are shortened during traveling. So you're talking about for Zohar, Asr, and Isha, it is shortened down to two. Maghrib and Fajr stay the same. So do your prayers quickly and give the following people the space so they can go. So if you want to do any zikr, you want to make any du'as, you can take care of that on your seat. We want to be as convenient as possible because we want to make sure other people also have the opportunity to go and pray. So inshallah, just a little advice from our side. On December 26th, inshallah, at 6:25 a.m., you will be arriving at Jeddah Airport. Proceed directly to immigration. Once you're done clearing immigration, make your way to the domestic flight. You don't have too long between your arrival and to the domestic flight. Luggages, they will go to the final destination at Medina Airport. So at 7:45 a.m., the boarding will start approximately. So once you have everything cleared up, please head towards the domestic flight directly. And your flight number is SV 1424, Jeddah to Medina, departing at 8:20 a.m. and it will arrive in Medina approximately 9:30. By 10:30, inshallah, you will depart from the airport. We are making one stop at Quba before you head to the hotel. Because we are arriving a couple hours before check-in time, inshallah. Once you pray Zohar and come back, we're expecting, inshallah, all the keys to be ready. Once the check-in is complete, you can rest the rest of the day, and then there will be a walking tour at nighttime. So 9 p.m. So this is after Isha. You have your walking tour of Masjid Nawawi to understand all the locations around Masjid Nawawi, which is basically where do the women enter and where do the men enter. And there are some key locations like Jannatul Baqi and Masjid Gamama, and where do you go in for the Salam, where do you get in line for the Roda. So all these things will be covered during this walking tour. It does take approximately an hour to hour and a half. If you have done it before, you're already prepared and you want to continue to rest, you are more than welcome to do so. But this is an essential tour. It can help you during the rest of the days in Medina. The following day on the 27th, this highlight of this package is actually catching one Jummah in Medina and one Jummah in Makkah. So this is essential that like on the 27th you're well rested. So in the morning, inshallah, you can go for your Jummah prayer. And spend rest of the day doing all your prayers in Masjid Nawawi. And if you need to rest, but do try to catch all your prayers in Masjid Nawawi, inshallah. And then the following day on the 28th, after Fajr, you can go enjoy your breakfast. And right after breakfast, we're going to go for the historical tours. This timing may change to 8 a.m., inshallah. This is why we have the group, so we can inform you of any schedule change. Some of the sites that will be visited are Quba, Qiblatain, Sabah Masajid, and Uhud site. And inshallah, you will be returning back before Zuhr prayer. On the 29th, inshallah, we will be hosting a lecture after Isha on Umrah by Imam Ghulam Rasul, who is the group leader for this group, inshallah. So please do attend the lecture. And of course, he is with you during the entire journey. And you can ask him questions as you need. You don't need to worry too much, inshallah. He is with you on the flight as well, too. So you can approach him for any religious questions if you have any, inshallah. And then on the 30th at 10 a.m. Or anytime before 10 a.m., leave your luggages outside the room to be collected or picked up by the bellboys. Please wear your ihram, be ready with the ihram on before you go for Zohar prayer. So this way, when you come back, all you're doing is your final room checks and you meet in the lobby. So you're ready to depart for Makkah. So when the whole group has their ihram on, it's a very quick stop at Miqat. All we're doing is getting off, praying 2 rakats, making intention, and making our way towards Makkah from there. So we are making the 2 stops. The first stop being Miqat is only 20 to 25 minutes away from Masjid Nawabi, so it's a very quick stop. And then Sasko will be the next stop. If you like, you can combine Zohar prayer with Asr prayer and have it done from before when you go to Masjid Nawabi. If you're not comfortable with that, you have the option to pray Asr and grab your food at Sasko. When you arrive in Makkah, we want to get the whole group settled in, basically get checked into the hotel, get settled in, and then after that, inshallah, the 10 p.m. approximately, we're thinking time for the group Umrah. It is also, depending on how tired the group is, maybe we may delay it. But it all depends on how the group is doing. So we will base that based on how the group is feeling. So inshallah, you will be able to perform the Umrah with the group. But if you decide to go on your own, if you've done Umrah before, that's completely fine. These are optional activities. You don't need to join all of them if you don't want to. But the group will be performing Umrah, inshallah, approximately 10 p.m. Moving ahead, for December 31st, do all your prayers. Definitely do take some rest. This is also a possible day for second Umrah if you are feeling well. And then on January 1st, we have our historical tours after Fajr. I will also confirm these timings. We are trying to leave right after Fajr so you can come back and do your breakfast. It's highly advised that you actually pray Fajr close to the hotel. So this way you can meet with the group right after and we can leave right away and make it back around 9:30 a.m. So you still have an hour for breakfast. And then if you want to do a additional Umrah on this particular day, that can also be done as well too. January 2nd is also a free day. Pray all your prayers in Haram, like in Masjid Nawabi, and then take some rest and reset for sure. That sometimes we do get tired if you decide to especially do a Umrah the day before the second Umrah. And if someone is trying to do another Umrah on this particular night or day, this can also be a good time to take care of that. And then on the 3rd, we are leaving right after Jummah. So the luggage collection will be before around 10 a.m. or before 10 a.m. So we will inform you in the group as well too. You will pray Jummah and then come to the room, do your final room checks, grab all your personal belongings, and then inshallah you check out right after Jummah. So this is why we're meeting around 1:30 in the lobby. So they extend the time usually to 1:30. So inshallah, we will pray Jummah, come back, grab our stuff, and meet in the lobby at 1:30 p.m. Where our expected arrival to Jeddah Airport is around 4 p.m. And by 4:30, you will check in for your flight for Riyadh. They will check in your luggages to the final destination. So your luggages are tagged all the way till JFK, but they only give you the boarding pass to Riyadh. So when you basically start the boarding around 8 p.m., the flight takes off. You arrive around 10 p.m. in Riyadh. Terminal 5, you have to change your terminal to Terminal 4. So it's a quick shuttle. You take that shuttle, go to Terminal 4. You get in the line for Riyadh JFK counter, and they hand you the boarding pass. You can go through security right after that. At 12:30 a.m., approximately by this time, you should be going through, like the exit immigration and security checkpoint. There is additional security for all U.S. flights, so allow yourself some additional time after you get the boarding pass and go through. And then your flight number is SV23, Riyadh to JFK at 2:50 a.m. You will arrive at JFK Airport Terminal 1 at 9 a.m. Zamzam comes at the end, so it does take some additional time. So do keep that in mind. Don't worry if you don't see your Zamzam right away. It comes pretty much all the way at the end. Usually, sometimes they release a few Zamzam. It's all a little bit different on each flight. If anyone is coming to pick you up, let your friends and family know that you will be arriving. You're arriving 9 a.m. They can track the flight. Sometimes it does come early, but it does take approximately an hour and a half to deplane and clear your immigration and get your luggages and come out. So approximately 10:30 is a pretty good time. And if anyone of you guys have traveled recently from JFK, there is a lot of construction going on, and a lot of that major construction is actually on Terminal One. They are making a new terminal that will be coming. I believe it's opening in 2026. So there is a lot of traffic going in, especially with the December rush. And then on top of that, with the construction, sometimes it does take some additional time in order to reach Terminal One as well too. So whether it's you're being dropped off or whether someone's coming to pick you up, do keep these things in mind. So this way you are well prepared in advance. And when you come to immigration, if you have dates with you, make sure to claim Zamzam water and dates. Let them know. If you only have Zamzam water, also let them know that you have Zamzam water. They already know what that is, but it is advisable to let them know. Moving on to the next topic of Nuzuk. So you do have some technology needs, like you do need a smart device, like iPad or maybe a tablet or a cell phone. A smartphone will do as well too. You do need an active data connection on that. Individual devices are needed for each family member, including children. So there are no companion accounts. You will need a separate device, especially if you're going together. And you will need access to the email that you're using with your particular account. So every time they ask you to log in, they will send a OTP, a one-time password. It's a few digits that you do need to plug in before you log into your Nuzuk for each time you get logged out. So keeping in mind that these are some of the technology needs that you will need to be okay with. And inshallah, as we move ahead, I will cover a little bit more on some of the essential items. For the permit timings, avoid tour timings on December 28th, which is after basically from Fajr, like around 6 a.m. till noon. Avoid those timings. And you can take permits between December 26th, 5 p.m. till December 30th, 10 a.m. And then for your Umrah permit, you can take it out. Actually, I think it's open already for December 30th for 8 p.m. With 2200, it is in the 24-hour format in the system. So sorry, that will be 10 p.m. So you can take that permit slot out for 10 p.m. for 2200. There are some permit rules, especially if you're repeating your Umrah trip within a year. So for the Roda, Riyaz al-Jannah, you must wait 365 days after you take out a permit. So not after taking it out, after using a permit, you need to wait 365 days before you can take out another permit. For Umrah, you can take out additional permits as soon as the current one expires. And nobody is checking 99% of the time. For the last 2.5 years, I have not been checked for my Umrah permit a single time. I take it out just in case if Haram is super crowded and they're actually checking the permits, you want to have it. But no one is actually checking them. So for as long as the men are in their ihram, the two pieces of white cloth, and for the women, they don't check at all. They have no idea what's going on or whether they're in ihram or not. So you're able to enter into the mataf area to perform your umrah. With more of this will be spoken about, inshallah, when you're in Saudi. This is just to prepare you in regards to mostly like the logistical aspects of the trip. And then Roda permit opening. For this particular groups, you will have two opportunities. Your first opportunity will open on December 20th, approximately around 7 a.m. And then while you're in Saudi on the 27th, your opportunity will open again for the following Sunday to actually take out the permit. So I do advise to actually try on the 20th. So you arrive there on Thursday. If you're trying to take something out for Thursday evening, Friday, or Saturday, for these 3 days, you are okay to take your permits out on the 20th. If you're trying to take it out for Sunday or Monday, then they will open on the 27th. So the way the permits work are they open every Friday, approximately 7 a.m. This is Eastern time. for the following Sunday till Saturday. So they open week by week every Friday. So inshallah, that we will also send a reminder, but keep this time in mind that December 20th, you do need to take out the permits. And if you still don't have your Nuzuk apps activated, please reach out to our team for any essential information that you're missing so they can assist you. These are some advice for the trip, and there's some checklists. We will provide a PDF for this as well too, so you don't need to actually take any notes. But I do want to cover them so you have a better understanding for them. For your documents and communication needs, make sure, of course, everyone is going to carry their passport. But for some people, they forget any additional documents if you may require to return back to the country, like a green card or something else. Make sure you have that other document with you. For your visa, print your visa and have a digital copy on your phone. This is very important in case sometimes they do ask you on the immigration counter, and make sure to join the tour WhatsApp group. So if you're in it already, please share the link with your family members as well too. Sometimes one person misses the notification, but somebody else actually picks it up as well too. So it's very important that all family members who are traveling are in the WhatsApp group. So if one person misses the notification, you have other people in the family who actually get the notification, so you are aware of all the activities and all the reminders that you may need during the entire journey. For your health checklist, please make sure any regular medication you take on a regular basis, you have it for the entire duration of the trip. A light jacket is highly recommended, especially for Medina. It does tend to get a bit chilly at night and early mornings, so that will come in handy. Even during the last trip, I went back to Medina to receive a group, and it got chilly all of a sudden, and I actually fell sick. So please carry a light jacket with you, and you will need that jacket when you arrive back at JFK. Anyways, New York will still be cold when we come back, so please do prepare with that. That will come in handy for when you come back and while you're in Medina. Also, highly recommended carry some Tylenol and cough drops just in case, like you catch a cold or anything like that, or you catch a light fever. You should have this medication with you, so you can take it and you're feeling better, inshallah. For bank and your cell phone carrier, please make sure, especially if you're planning to use credit cards over there, call your bank to find out whether your cards have any foreign transaction fees, especially the ones that you're planning to use. We do recommend credit cards because most of the credit cards, they don't have foreign transaction fees. Amex is not accepted in most places, but Visa and MasterCard are pretty widely accepted. But you will reach stores where they only accept MADA. Over there, you will have to end up using cash. So do keep some cash with you as well too, especially for taxis. You will end up using cash. No one is really taking cards on that side. Even for your cell phone, please give your cell phone carrier a call to find out about international roaming charges, especially if you're planning to use your US phone. For your data needs and your communication needs, low speed data is enough. If your carrier is covering low speed data for free, take it. For Nuzuk and WhatsApp, both of those things are fine. Because WhatsApp calls will not work for you unless you're on roaming data in Saudi. WhatsApp calls are actually banned over there. So if you're on a local Saudi SIM card or if you're connected to Wi-Fi, you will not be able to make WhatsApp calls. During every single trip, I get phone calls on WhatsApp and they keep dropping. This is not something from my side. Just remember, if you have roaming on your cell phone, your WhatsApp calls will work. Just make sure you're not connected to the Wi-Fi so we can have easier communication as well too. This is a very important thing because many people miss out on this. They think something is wrong with their phone. Nothing is wrong with your phone. This is just rules and regulation in Saudi. So if you are planning to get a local SIM card, make sure to carry a unlocked phone. This is very important because you will need a unlocked phone during your trip. Especially if you're planning to use a Saudi local SIM. If the phone is locked, the SIM card will not work. Uh, Moving along, for the money exchange. So if you are looking for the best money exchange rates, of course, you will need cash. That I have not seen anyone actually like cash checks over there, anything like that. I'm not even sure if people use travelers checks in Saudi, but that may be a possible option too. But make sure you're carrying new $100 bills with no marks, no rips, no writings on it. The new $100 bills are not enough for them. They want to make sure it's a clean bill. So to get the best possible rate and not have any hiccups, make sure you have new $100 bills that are clean, and then exchange it in Saudi for the best possible rate. In Saudi, for every $100, you will approximately get around 370 to 373 reals. And this way you can what the rates are. If you want to check a couple of money exchanges around the hotel, you will have a good idea. But do exchange the money in Saudi. Do not exchange it in the US. Most likely, for every $100 over here in the US, you will get maybe 350 or maybe 355. They don't really give you great rates on that. Moving on. Give me 1 second. Uh, So for Saudi airline, the baggage policy is you are allowed two pieces of luggage for check-in, up to 50 pounds or 23 kgs, and in hand you can carry a hand carry and a personal item with you. The hand carry can be up to 15 pounds or 7 kg. On the return flight, the Zamzam is a separate piece. It's not a part of your two luggages, so you don't need to worry, inshallah. And only prepackaged Zamzam is allowed available at the airport. So for the group, inshallah, traveling on the flights on the way back, we will be providing the Zamzam for you, inshallah, while you are checking in at the airport. These are some recommendations from our team. Please carry a refillable water bottle with you for using it with Zamzam. Every time you go to Haram, you can go inside, fill it up with Zamzam. So you're drinking Zamzam while you're there. So the Zamzam you bring back, you can distribute it amongst friends and family, inshallah. Also, pack enough clothes for the entire duration of the trip. Laundry and dry cleaning services are very, very, very expensive in Saudi. In some cases, it's cheaper to buy new clothes than to actually get the dry cleaning or the laundry services done over there. And also, as I mentioned before, keep some cash for daily use. Uh, Consider some of these expenses as well too. So for your daily expenses, breakfast is covered in the hotel. So for lunch and dinner, expect around $10 to $20 per meal. This is, I'm just giving you an average. You can definitely get something cheaper than this too per meal. Most people skip out on lunch. They're usually doing the breakfast in the hotel and dinner outside. Masjid Quba, we're already covering it for the two of your days during the trip. But if you decide to go on other days, you're looking at about $15 to $30 round trip approximately. And if you're planning to do additional umrahs, a taxi to Masjid Aisha will run you about the same thing, $15 to $30 for a round trip. Expected one-time expenses is for your ihram when you go buy that two pieces of white cloth. For the women, it's their regular clothes, so you can just carry, whatever you're planning to wear for your ihram from here. For the men, I don't recommend buying the ihram from the US. You are going Medina first, so you can purchase it over there. Approximately $15 to $30. Don't go above the $30 range. About 70, 80 reals, you should be able to get a pretty good ihram. And if you're trying to go for something disposable, just one time use, go in the 40, 45 real range. So it's still comfortable. You're not getting something that will make your body itchy. And then dates, you're looking at about $7 to $50 for decent to good quality dates per kilo. And then for your gifts, you can start from a couple of reals and go up to thousands of reals. This is completely up to you, whatever you're planning to buy for your loved ones. This is up to you how much cash you're trying to carry or whatever you're trying to spend on this. I can't really predict a price on this, so from person to person is different. But if you look at the range of things, like souvenir stores is under 10 reals, you can get stuff for people. And if you're moving up to like ithers and other items, it can start getting in the more expensive range. So keep that in mind when you're going for the gift items. So according to your budget, keep the cash for that, inshallah. Jazakallah khair.
Jazakallah khair, Brother Harun, for your detailed and insightful explanations. Now we'll open the floor for the Q&A session. This is your chance to clarify anything you might be uncertain about. If you have a question, please feel free to type it in the chat box and I will read it out and direct it to Brother Harun, inshallah. So then, if you would prefer to ask your question directly, please raise your hand and we will unmute you so you can speak.
All right, we got our first question. What hotel are we staying in Mecca? We are staying in Swissatel Maqam. This is in the clock tower. I see one hand up. Go ahead, Nadia Pranik.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Can you go over the permit? Do we have to download the Nusuk app? And how do we obtain the permit for Rauda? And the
Sister,
date for
inshallah,
applying, please.
inshallah, we will first things first is my team will be assisting anyone who has not activated their Nuzuk application. So inshallah, that will be the first step. And we do have some time. We have a whole week. When it comes to the permits, we do have some videos available which you can follow along. But once you have the app activated, my team can go over it with you regarding where you find the Nuzuk permits. So you just go and you click on it. It says Roda permits. And then once you move on to the next step, you just have to click on your name, press next, and then it will give you available dates. You click on the date that you're trying to take it out on. Choose whether you're trying to choose a morning or a evening permit. According to that, they will show you timings. It's a very simple procedure. The more complicated thing is just having it activated.
Okay, how do you activate it?
Sister, my team will inshallah will reach out to you. So if you don't have your Nuzuk activated by now, inshallah we will individually reach out to you. We used to do it in the seminar, but it didn't work out too well. So in recent days, about a couple of months, we have been actually like calling everyone and assisting them individually on this. So rest assured, sister, inshallah, one of our team members at Anil Harman will reach out to you in regards to activating your Nuzuk account, inshallah.
Inshallah, Jazakallah khair.
Wa iyyakum.
Assalamu
If
alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa
Yeah.
barakatuh.
Well, a question. Do each family need to have a permit or one permit is good for the whole member of the family?
So for Umrah, to be very honest, you just take out the permit, you don't really use it. But for the Roda, every individual needs a permit. Unfortunately, they don't have companion accounts, so you will need a separate device for all family members that are going in at the same time. So each person does need their individual account, and they do need their individual permits as well.
Oh. Okay, all right. Because I have a little baby that's going with me that doesn't. I mean, not a baby, 4 years old.
Under 5, I don't even think they allow you to create the Nuzuk account.
Okay.
But when you go to the Roda, whether the baby is going with the mother or with the father, regardless, whoever the baby is going with, make sure you have one person available to take the baby in their hand, because if they refuse the baby to go in, you want to make sure someone can take them, or you will lose that permit timing and no one will be able to go in. So do consider that when you're going for the Roda. Umrah is completely okay. You don't need to worry about Umrah. I actually traveled with the infant as well too over the summer. I went with my wife and kids, so no issues. Taking infants in for the tawaf and doing the Umrah with them is not a problem.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Go ahead, Sister Rizwana. Sister Rizwana Aftab, I see your hand up if you
Yeah,
want to ask your question.
yes. Assalamu alaikum,
Go on.
brother. So I have a question. Like, my mom, she is like, she's not able to walk much. So, do you will there be some people who will be doing tawaf on the wheelchair so she can go with them, or
So This is actually a very good question. We cover this in Saudi usually, especially for the Umrah. We understand there are accessible needs. But let me cover. So there is three categories when it comes to the accessible needs and the services that are available. The first option you have is someone they can walk a little bit. They were able to go and purchase the golf cart services where they will do the tawaf and the sa'i, but unfortunately, due to some construction in the haram, the tawaf option is not available. So if someone can walk and they can do their tawaf, the sa'i option for the electric golf cart is still available, so they can use that option. That's number one. Someone that cannot walk at all, their best option is to hire one of the authorized wheelchair people. So if they come down from the hotel, it will be like maybe a few steps, not too much. We can arrange a wheelchair person under the clock tower, and they usually charge around 250 to 300, but it's season, so expect it to be around 300 to 350. They will take them, they will do the tawaf on the wheelchair, they will do the sa'i on the wheelchair, and they will bring them back to the hotel lobby or the room as per the arrangement. So that can be done too. So that's a really good option for someone who may not be able to walk at all, or limited walking, like if they can walk a little bit, or else we need to arrange the wheelchair person to come pick them up from the lobby. The third option will be to actually walk into haram, and as per the need, you hire the wheelchair people. But in most cases, you will know which option you're planning to go with. So either you will go. The electric wheelchair option has kind of become limited, but we can talk about this while we're in Saudi to see how your parents are feeling or how your mom's feeling, and see where we can take it from there and what kind of services she will require, so we can assist you in Makkah, inshallah.
Okay, Jazakallah. I have another question. As
No.
you said that you are planning to do Umrah at night time, so usually there is not much cold in Makkah, but is there? I don't know, but that's what I need to ask. Like, can men put shawl which is not stitched uh, on top of ihram, or it's not allowed?
I would suggest to, because unfortunately, Imam Ghulam Rasul was not able to join us. But you can raise these religious questions directly with
Oh,
him. I
okay.
think it will be better.
Mhm.
I would
Okay.
suggest to wait a little bit, inshallah, and I will try to see if he's planning to host another session. If not, inshallah, he is with you during the entire trip. He's traveling
Mhm.
with you on the 25th. You can meet him at the airport. You can ask all the religious questions you need to ask him. Let's try to keep this meeting specifically on more on the logistical questions, inshallah.
Okay, Jazakallah, brother. Thank you.
وإياكم. No problem. No problem. Brother Muhammad Alauddin, I see your hand up. If you would like to unmute yourself and ask your question, inshallah. Brother Alauddin, if you would like to unmute yourself, inshallah. Assalamu
I'm
alaikum.
sorry. Assalamu
No
alaikum. Yeah,
problem.
if I heard it correctly, for the Rauda permit for our group, did you say that we should be checking around December 20? Uh, we should be checking for the permit December 20th. It will be open
December
for all.
20th, approximately 7 a.m. is when the permits usually open up. Sometimes it's like half an hour delayed. Sometimes they open up
Uh-huh,
half an hour early. But
uh-huh,
7 a.m. Eastern time is when your permit should be expected to open.
uh-huh.
And if you decide or if you get delayed and you're not able to take the permit out, another opportunity will arise on the 27th while we are on our journey, while we're in Medina. Right after Friday prayer is when the permits open up. So you can still take a permit out for the following Sunday, because not all the dates of Medina are actually falling within the same calendar week. So you will have two opportunities to take out your permits, inshallah.
So we can do it. See, because December 28th, you said there's a historical tour. So we can get the permit on December 27th and perhaps on
26.
29th. 26th, 27th,
Yes, 29.
and
We will message
29th.
all the dates in the group, so this way
Yes.
you can take it out accordingly, inshallah. and be prepared with this. And I just want to mention one more thing in regards to the permit timing, so everyone knows what timings to expect. For the men, they run from midnight till Fajr, and then from after Fajr all the way till Zohar is women timing, and then from Zohar till Isha is men timing, and then from Isha till midnight is women timing. So like consider these timings so you know what permit timing you're taking out, and they are in the 24-hour format. So something that says 1300 hours, that's actually 1 p.m. So just keep those things in mind, because a lot of the times it happens where I've seen this happen with a lot of the men, where they take it out for 3 a.m. and they think it's 3 p.m. So you want to make sure, the permit timings you're taking out. If you want 3 p.m., you should take out something for 1500 hours. So, you're in the 3 p.m. category.
Okay, inshallah. Okay,
Okay,
Assalamu alaikum.
inshallah. Wa alaikum salam.
We have a question in the chat box. Brother Harun, could you please provide some insights on that?
We already answered the question for the Makkah hotel. Where do we get the permits? This will be on the Nuzuk platform, inshallah. For the 25th group, we had some visas that were a little bit delayed. They started coming in today. So our team will work with you over the weekend to share those links and make sure your Nuzuk app is activated. And then you will be able to take out the permits on that Nuzuk app. Will we be able to go to the Prophet's date form and the Quran Museum? This is not usually a part of the tour, but I will see. I will talk with our transport vendor and see what other locations I can have added. I will try my best to have these locations added. Can you share all the dates and the timings on the WhatsApp? We have to pay. You do not have to pay for the permits, and we will be sharing this information in WhatsApp as well too, inshallah. I see another hand raised, Sister Rizwana, if you want to
Yeah, hi.
speak.
Assalamu alaikum, Harun bhai. This is Aftab, Muhammad Aftab. I'm husband of Rizwana. And I have a question, actually two questions. First one is regarding the Umrah permit. I'm just checking the Nusuk, and I'm getting the permit for Umrah on 30th December, 22 hours, 10 o'clock, right? It's when I confirm it, and when I go back to the check my Umrah permit, it changed the date to 31st December.
Brother, there are some glitches in the system. For the Umrah, I wouldn't worry too much.
Yeah, I know.
My main worry will be with the Roda permits.
With the Roda permit, yeah.
For the Roda, because no one is checking the Umrah permits. The Umrah permits are
yeah,
there,
exactly. Yeah.
Just in case, in Haram they're like, you know what, we're closing things down and not letting anyone in for the next hour. So then that will be a time they will be checking the permits aggressively. But you can always wait an additional hour and just go in.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. You said you had another question?
Another question is about the Rauda. We have been to, actually, we have done Umrah right after Eid in April. And so is it going to be an issue? Like, because this is like almost 8 months, 8.5
Roda, the rules for the Roda are 365 days now. So
65 days, right?
yes, I don't think you will be able to take out the
Able to
Roda
book.
permit. There is, if you renewed your passport possibly, and you create a new account with a new email, then you may be possibly be able to. But if you're using the same passport,
Same
even if
passport,
it's a
same
new
visa.
visa, it's not
They
going
will not allow
to
me.
work. Yes, it will not allow you. There is one thing, like I've seen it in many of the groups where a lot of people approach me and they're like, by the way, I'm not directing this or calling anyone out on this, but this is just my personal advice. Doing the right thing the wrong way is still wrong. So I know many people in Saudi that go and they charge some money and they'll arrange the Umrah permits. Many people have actually gotten arrested and gone to jail, and I don't encourage to get involved with any of that stuff. It's just not worth it. So spend your time in Masjid Nawabi, go give your salam to the Prophet sallam, and inshallah may Allah invite you soon, sometime after April, so you can go and inshallah do the Roda again.
Yeah, we can always try. We can go there. We can ask them, guys.
And another thing is, I've heard That's exactly what I was gonna say. I've heard many situations where people have missed their permits, or they use their permits a little while ago, and they just go and they get lucky. Sometimes they just ask them, and sometimes
Yeah,
they'll just let you through. So
yeah.
it all depends on what's going on.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Harun.
You're
So,
welcome.
Jazakallah. My wife has a question too.
No, no,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
don't.
You're done. Okay. Okay.
No,
We
thank
are
you.
done. Thank you. Thank you so much. Jazakallah.
No problem. No problem. Wa iyyakum. I think there are some new questions in the chat as well too. I want to take those, and then if someone wants to jump on audio as well, we can take that as well too. Uh, and for the Nuzuk, we just use our personal. Yes, for the Nuzuk account, you can just use your personal emails. You will need a separate email for each family member and a separate number as well too. Do consider those things when you're signing up on the Nuzuk account. And then we see another one. Please add the dates for the Umrah permit in WhatsApp. Also, inshallah, we will share the dates for the Umrah permit, and also for the range that you should be taking the Roda permits in as well too. So rest assured, inshallah, this information will be provided for you. And our team will also be working with you in regards to getting your Nuzuk app activated. You will get that assistance as well too over the weekend, inshallah. If anyone else has a question, please feel free to raise your hand. If not, inshallah, we will go ahead and start ending the meeting, inshallah. All right. Jazakallah khair, everyone, for joining and taking out valuable time. We hope that this seminar helps you prepare for the trip, and able to have a amazing journey with us, inshallah. And keep in mind, our team is available to you. Reach out to any one of us so we can answer your questions. And inshallah, we are looking forward to serving you during this journey from December 25th to January 4th. And inshallah, well, we will see you very soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alhamdulillah, we have reached the conclusion of today's seminar, and I hope this session has been beneficial and that you now feel well prepared and confident for your upcoming Umrah journey. And we pray that Allah accepts your Umrah, grants you ease and safety throughout your journey, and blesses you with immense spiritual rewards. Thank you once again for joining us today. May Allah bless you all. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.